Welcome to special emergency podcast episode of Shakesha and the White Boy. I'm your host, Ryan Dinger, here with my co-host, Shakesha Williams, and we have with us Chris Smalls, a New Jersey man who was fired by Amazon yesterday for staging a walkout in response to the unsafe working conditions he and his coworkers were facing at the company's Staten Island warehouse. Chris, thanks so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, like I said, when we got on the call, I know you've had a really crazy day yesterday, but is it okay if you give us some background? Like, what has the mood been like at the warehouse over the past few weeks?
Man, it's been crazy. It's been scary. Something we never dealt with before. Like I said, I've been with the company almost 5 years. This is the largest building in the tri-state. It's 5,000 people that come in and out that building from 5 different boroughs, 2 different states, New York and New Jersey. And over the past couple of weeks, ever since this outbreak, it's been scary. I've been seeing people get sick, vomiting, lightheaded, dizziness, fatigue. You name it, I've seen it. And it something had to be done. So I had to take action, and that's exactly what I did.
You said you saw people vomiting at work, at the work site?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's just crazy, man.
Exactly.
I saw in an interview you did yesterday, you had mentioned that people have been telling you that they're scared, but they're coming to work anyway because they feel like they have to. So, like, what do you think what is the appropriate response from a company as big and powerful as Amazon in a situation like this? Like, if it went how you think it should go, how would it have gone?
Well, I think he should have took a page out of Mark Cuban's book. Keep your employees home and pay them. If we don't want to come to work, we should be paid. We shouldn't be forced to come come to work and get a paycheck if we don't feel safe. I understand we're an essential business right now, but at the same time, like, you don't know everybody. Everybody's health is not the same. There's people in there that's elderly. We have 55 and up. We have people that have asthma, lupus, bronchitis, people that are pregnant. You saw an infant baby die the other day. This disease is something different. And we have all of these type of people that work in these buildings. I'm their voice right now. They can't speak up. They're at home. I have people that haven't been at work the entire month of March. What are they going to do? How are they supporting their families? So they're coming to work. They're coming to work for this blood money, offering $2 pay on top of your pay plus double time, overtime. So, of course, you're going to put your health at risk, but come get $6,000 for the next month. So you're putting people in a tough position, and it's not right. No amount of money is worth the price of my life. And I took my stance in the beginning of the month, and I'm fighting for those that are scared to take their stance. And I'm going to continue doing that.
Ryan and I talked a little bit earlier, and he mentioned that the Queens location had been closed after an employee tested positive.
Absolutely.
Did the supervisors or the folks who oversee these decisions, did they give you a reason or give the workers a reason why the Queens location was closed and you stayed open?
Oh yeah, I could tell you the reason why, which still doesn't make any sense. So the Queens location was closed because the employee was on the premises when the results came back. So the difference with our building is one person tested positive, but he haven't been to work in a number of days. Now, obviously, red flag is obviously his diagnosis was serious because he already was out of work for a number of days. I don't know when they put him on a paid quarantine, but we didn't know about it until I returned to work on Tuesday. So apparently he hadn't been in the building since March 11th. So all these days we had no clue that somebody tested positive. So the difference is that he wasn't there. So they decided that they didn't have to shut down the building, which is absolutely insane because we don't know where he got it from. We don't know how long he had it. And we don't know who else have it. Right. So that was my argument. Like, I don't care if he hadn't been in the building for a month. He tested positive. He works here. Close the building down and sanitize it. That's all we was asking for.
Yeah, one of the things.
And be sanitized.
Yeah, one of the things that, I mean, we're learning new stuff about the coronavirus and how it works each day, but one of the things we've known for a while, to your point, Chris, is that you can carry it for 14 days without any symptoms and transmit it to
Absolutely.
other people without ever knowing that you were infected yourself.
Absolutely.
So the other thing that's kind of weird is they didn't close your warehouse where you were working, but they did ask you to quarantine, right?
Right. And let's talk about that. I haven't been to work at all, like a full week. In weeks, I've been coming to work less and less. I've been home, fighting behind the scenes, sending emails to the CDC, the health department, the state, the government. I've done it all. Made phone calls trying to shut the building down. I couldn't get a response from nobody. Um, they probably got tired of me calling because I think I called the CDC one time and they just straight up hung up on me. That's how bad I was. I was like really adamant about doing it. And
Mhm.
when I decided to return back to work on Tuesday because I needed one check to, pay my rent that's coming up, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go to work on Tuesday. My colleague was sick. And my colleague who I work hand in hand with, she was sick, and she told me she went and got tested the night before. I said, "What are you doing here? Go home." That was the end of our conversation. Less than 5 minutes. But y'all decided to quarantine me. Forget about the associates that she was with and around for the last 3 days for 10 hours. Y'all don't quarantine not one of them. Don't even let them know that she tested positive. Till this day, half of them probably don't even know. Well, they know now, but
Right.
at the time they didn't tell anybody. They were being mass selective about who they wanted to tell, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So I took another stance. From Tuesday, I clocked out at 12 o'clock, and I haven't clocked back into work ever since. Now I'm formally an employee, and I'm terminated, which is fine with me. um, I came back to the building every single day of the week, and I sat down in the main break room, and I basically organized open discussion about it. And I brought people into the general manager's office, and we voiced our opinions. We wanted the building to be closed and sanitized. They refused to do it. And I wasn't officially quarantined until Saturday. So they allowed me to come in the building the entire week off the clock. They knew exactly what I was doing. They were actually organizing it with me. They were telling me, hey, just have your people sit in the break room. I had 10, 20, 30 people sit down in the main break room calmly, peacefully. If you check out my Twitter page, I got videos up. We sat down there the entire week. I sat there for 8 hours a day. And they would call me into the office, and they would tell me updates of what's going on. And every time I go in the office, it'd be the same stuff. We're on a phone call. It's the regionals. They won't do it. What? Who is these regionals making this decision for your building? That was
I'm,
my argument.
yeah.
And it was
Were they asking you to quarantine without pay?
no. There wasn't. The way the policy is, if you test positive, which is crazy, you have to test positive to get paid. Test positive, or come in contact with somebody in order to get paid. Other
Got
than
it.
that, everything else is unpaid. So that is crazy to me. You tell me I have to get the virus basically to get paid, instead of me choosing my free will to stay home and be safe. The company should have did something about that. I don't understand why that was even an option. So, and also they leave that window of opportunity for somebody that tests positive to come back to work. Come back to work because they don't officially quarantine you and pay you until they receive the documentation from the doctor's office.
Wow.
And good luck trying to get that.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to get that right now. They're all overwhelmed, especially in New York with the Epic Center. So it took them. My associate went on Monday. She didn't get confirmation until Thursday morning, which means she could have came to work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Jeez.
So imagine if I didn't go to work. Imagine if I didn't send her home. But you're going to say, I'm quarantined and I'm the one putting employees at risk? No, the company put employees at risk. Hundreds of them, if not the entire building. So they could say what
So
they want. I'm going to speak my truth.
I'm curious. Obviously you were terminated yesterday after you staged the walkout and protest. Were you informed before you walked out that you would be fired if you did so?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. This is a target. It was a target attack against me, only me. Like I said, they only quarantined me. She works with a whole department. Why are you not going to quarantine her whole department? No, they didn't do that. Um, the person that told me I was quarantined is the same person that called me on the phone and terminated me. He's a site leader manager. Why is it not HR calling me? So it was a target attack, and the truth will come out. They're going to spin it. That's what Amazon does. They bury stuff. They spin it. They always got to make sure they're looking good. It's a bunch of BS, but it is what it is. I'm speaking up, and that's why they try to silence me. But this is motivating me to even go even harder. So we're not done. We're just going to continue to fight, and we're going to get the government involved. That's what we got to do. We go to City Hall doorsteps. So that's my next step.
Yeah, and it looks like the Attorney General of New York has your back.
Absolutely.
Letitia James said it's disgraceful that Amazon would terminate an employee who bravely stood up to protect himself and his colleagues. In New York, the right to organize is codified into law. The Office of the Attorney General is considering all legal options, and I'm calling on the National Labor Relations Board to investigate this incident. So obviously there is something there to what you're saying.
Absolutely. I will be vindicated, and the proof is there. I give Amazon right now the consent to release video of me and the entire for the entire week. They can release it right now to the public of what I did, because I have nothing to hide. I know what I did. I know I didn't put anybody in danger at all. Not one bit. I never did. So they can say all they want. They're going to fabricate it, switch it up, spin it. It's okay. I know in the end of the day, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm going to continue doing the right thing. This is not going to be the first walkout y'all hear about. I'm already getting people from all over the nation, different buildings, calling me a hero, thanking me for standing up, thanking me for being a voice, proud of me for doing this. And I'm doing it for them.
Well,
I'm doing it for them.
JFK happened yesterday early in the day, and then Chicago actually stayed a walkout. Well, not even a walkout, but there was a number of employees who also were taking stance and talking to the press about what is going on. Whole Foods is also doing a sick out, I believe today. I believe so.
Yep.
So there is a lot of traction with this kind of movement for all of you who are kind of the first line right now, like folks who are working in the grocery stores, healthcare workers, those who are delivering packages, and those who work in the warehouses. So I just want to thank you all for your service, for what you're doing.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
That.
It sounds like maybe you sparked the fire of a movement now as we start to see the dominoes fall and all these other locations, Amazon and Whole Foods, start to now protest. It seems like you really gave a lot of people the courage to sort of step up and speak out and protest for their rights.
Absolutely. So, and that's what I wanted to do. Honestly, to be honest with you, these buildings, this type of retail that we're doing, we don't have the PPE. That's the number one thing. Just if you think about it, the medical field don't have it. The nurses, the doctors, the first responders, they don't have it. What makes you think that we're gonna have it? We ain't have no PPE for weeks.
What's PPE, depleted. Chris?
Protective gear.
Oh, I got you.
Masks, gloves.
Yeah, we don't have that. So
it's I know you're a busy guy, so we just had one more question for you. As this goes on, what's next for you? Where do you go from here?
I continue to fight, and I'm continuing to fight for the people. Like, this never was about me. I know Amazon is going to put the spotlight on me and try to downplay who I am, what I did at the company, insubordinate, all of that. They could do that. The truth will come out. It doesn't stop me from doing anything. My team is behind me. They support me 100%. They were heartbroken that the company would do that to me, because I've been nothing but a loyal, great employee over the past 5 years. I opened up 3 buildings for them. I trained hundreds of managers. So, it is what it is. Shame on Amazon, and they look bad right now, and they're scrambling. And I got them right where I need them to be. I hope they can't sleep at night, because I know I can't. And because of that reason, I'm going to continue to fight until something gets happen. Something resolved that's saving people's lives. That's what it's about at the end of the day. There's 5,000 people that's in that building. You do the math. The virus spreads to 2.5 people. We bring this home to our families and our communities.
Yeah.
There's your epic center in New York right there.
Yeah. Well, Chris, yeah, I find you very inspiring, and I know Shakesha does too. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us and for continuing to fight for what you believe in and what the people who work at Amazon deserve.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I thank you guys for having me.
Have a
All
great
right, man.
All right, take care. Be safe.